Hello, this is for my sisters out there. How are you? Men can listen always. We love you, men. So another way that I always like to give you to kind of like spot a man who is on his divine path. Again, no one is perfect. We are on our path to being goddesses and gods and embodying our inner goddesses and gods in this physical body. But it's about talking. Men today love to talk so much. And that's mainly because they become more feminized. Even if they can look the most masculine men in the world, but they love to talk so much. Most of the time, they don't even ask you about yourself. They don't listen to what you have to say. If you're trying to get a sentence in, they cut you off. But the main thing is also to look at is what they're talking about, because a woman who owns her queendom, she really values information. So we want to hear people talk. We love that. And we value very important information that elevates our path, our soul, our journey, our consciousness. So if a man is talking for 3 hours about subject or a subject that means nothing to you and you really don't care about it, he's obviously not feeling your energy, that you're not into it and you're not feeling it. So that's a big red flag. A lot of women who are not in their full queendom, and I've been there, trust me, in my 20s, I've been there. When we're in that state, we can confuse a man like that talks a lot to us, no matter what he talks about. We're just excited that he's talking, right? And we think, he's really interested in us. He wants to share his life with us. He wants to open his heart to us. When you really look at what he's saying and you look back at the 3 hours that he just talked, you got zero information. You got zero quality, enlightening, empowering information from this man. So he did not open his heart, really. It was just an illusion that he gave you, quality information or opened his heart to you or shared some energy with you. Because remember, the masculine is the giver. He wants to give you energy. But when a man talks like that, in that state, just for the sake of talking, with no connection to you, he's then not giving you anything. He's actually taking away your energy. You feel depleted after you feel like you just want to go to sleep. You feel exhausted. So huge red flag, huge red flag. And that showed up recently in my life and my life of a few sisters of mine. And we had a conversation. So I'm like, I need to make a video of this because it's so important that we have conversations about this as women and as men. And another thing, men really have to listen more. We have to program them to listen to us a lot more, because a woman, that's the feminine's nature. Women actually process things through talking, and we do it a lot better than men. But the problem is that men don't have the tools. If men would have had the right tools through healthy brotherhood, or having a healthy relationship with their fathers, which it's very sad to say, but most men don't have today, and most women don't have today as well. Then they would have been able to communicate the same thing in a shorter amount of time, in a more direct, focused way, without taking the energy away from their woman, and also to give proper information and energy. So if my man wants to talk to me about his bank account or about what he's building on the roof, he doesn't have to share it in 3 hours. He can share it in 3 minutes. He's actually connecting with me, giving me the information I need, and moves on. And then he can listen to me. And I'm not saying men just need to sit around and listen to women. This is not what I'm saying. Don't try to understand what I'm talking about here. But we do have a problem today with men who are unfortunately very much not in their divine masculine, and women who don't know how to hold their divine feminine that powerfully in order to lead the men in their life to be in their divine masculine. So I feel like it is very, very important. And don't get into the gender thing. Don't get into the men and women thing. I really need you to understand, like, the feminine and the masculine have been attacked, and this attack is still going on, and it's actually getting stronger and stronger. And until we don't own our divine masculine and feminine, we are doomed. We're not going to be able to have conscious, healthy, strong relationships, which will not lead to a sacred union, a sacred sexual union in this world. And that is one of the main things, sacred sexual union and stop consuming animals. These are the two main things that are going to elevate us enough to enter the fifth dimension. And I don't even like to use these words, fifth dimension. I'm kind of using them because most people will understand kind of subconsciously what I'm talking about. It became a symbol in our spiritual society, but to elevate us, to evolve into the next level of our being and to really create heaven on earth. So yes, communication. It's the way, notice the way your men communicate with you. And the more you embody your divine feminine, and again, we're all on that path. I am still on that path. And I just become better at it every day. But the more we embody it, the better we can lead the men in our life to join us there and to communicate with us in the healthy way that will benefit their own divine masculine, which will, by the way, affect their sexual energy. It will affect their purpose in life. It will affect the way they're in their work and their jobs and the way they make money. It's going to affect everything. And for the woman also, it's going to affect everything in our life, our sexuality, our attraction to our man. Because when a man, just like in Israel, we have a saying like he eats your head, like it's like talks way too much and it's like depleting you from energy and you can't even hear what he's saying because he's just, like when a man does that, you need to know this man, like women will stop being attracted to you. It is very unattractive. It will be maybe exciting and on the first and second date, but after that, she will feel depleted and extremely unattracted to you. So the masculine is consciousness. He is this, I'm using the word nothingness, but I want you to understand that it doesn't come from the place of a man is nothing. On the contrary, a divine man is a God. He's everything. He's pure consciousness itself. While the woman is the subconscious, is everything else. It's the eternal womb. It's just all the colors and shapes and movement of the universe. And when we are doing our dance around the masculine, we love that he is this one strong, unwavering pillar of consciousness. That is so attractive to a divine woman. So fucking attractive. It doesn't matter how this man looks like. I've had men who are super hot on the outside. They're great in bed. But the way they communicate, oh my God, it's depleting. It's so unattractive. I can't even look at them. This man literally becomes ugly to me, physically. And also, we don't feel safe. You want your woman to feel safe with you. You want her to feel seen and heard. And if you are not listening to her, truly listening, not just to the words she's speaking, although you need to listen to the words she's saying to you, because that, again, this is how women process things. But listen to between the words. Close your eyes and listen to the tone of her voice. Feel her body. If you love your woman, you should be in tune with her body. You should be in tune with like her the way her body talks, her body language as well. Same for women, of course. We need to be highly in tuned to the physical language and the energetic language of our men, to the heart language of our men. Like we can feel his heart. We should be feeling his heart every second of the day and be attuned to it. That's our job as the divine feminine, because our job is to strengthen, constantly empower our man's heart. And if he's not in his divine masculine, he's going to take it to his ego and you're going to see it, which is a good thing because he'll show you who he is. But your job is always to strengthen the heart of the masculine. That's our job. This is my job as a sex priestess, but my job as a sex priestess, I'm talking personally in my life, is to do that to all men. in the universe, in the world. Because I took that upon myself. Not every woman has to take that upon herself, obviously. But I'm just telling you, this is our gift and offering to the divine masculine. And it is our offering to the mother herself, because when we empower her sons, we empower the world, because we need strong divine masculine men. We don't need them per se on an energetic level the way they need us. We are their connection to source. The feminine is the connection of the masculine to source. I don't care what you want to say about that. That's just basic truth of the universe. So the consciousness needs the subconscious. So, I know many of you know that image of, there's an island on top of the water, right? On top of the ocean. That's the consciousness. And the island is this big, right? But then underneath the water, where you don't see it, there is a huge piece of it, which is the subconscious. That's the woman. The man cannot, that's the men's basis to everything is the feminine. The masculine base to everything is the feminine. So when women honor themselves as that subconscious, as that eternal, immense power, that's the only way we can show the road to the men in our life. And we have to do this together. We can't, we have to stop fighting our own nature and begin to embody this force that we came into this world with. And those of you who are still not lost into this programming of this gender war that's going on right now, we need you most of all, because there is a huge war on human sexuality. There has been for a long time, but now it's about gender as well. So I'm kind of like begging the people who are still honoring this body that they came into here with to fully embody it. If you were born in this woman's body, fully embody your divine feminine. The divine masculine is in you, naturally. You have both, but fully own and embody your divine feminine. And if you are born in a man's body, fully embody your divine masculine. Aim to walk as a god in this world, and not from your ego. There's so many men out there today who are such women haters and I am a god, I am this. Like, no, a true god will never say I'm a god. Just like a real shaman doesn't say I'm a shaman. You just walk it. You just are it. You embody it. And divine men are mostly, when we're talking about communication now, divine men are mostly silent because they are connected to the consciousness that they are. So they don't need to talk. The consciousness is just consciousness. They don't need to talk so much about it. And that's very attractive, because a divine woman will see that. And when they do talk, when a man does talk and let voice come out of his mouth, every word hits the spot. I have men who talk and like literally every word of them gives me an orgasm, like an energetic orgasm, because they are so connected to the divine. They are so connected to their consciousness. And I have some men who can talk for hours and I want to throw up. I can't stand it. And I don't care how hot they look. We really, really need to learn to communicate better as the embodiment that we came in with, so we can better communicate with each other and also better inspire the polarity in each other. Because when a divine man meets a divine woman, and again, not perfect, but just on their path, and they communicate in that way, they inspire each other. Like, this man is going to inspire the woman to be more in her divine feminine, and this woman is going to inspire this man to be more in his divine masculine. It's just a win-win situation. So hopefully I kind of like explained this energy play correctly. And thank you for listening if you're still here. And I love you. I am a priestess of the temple. I am a servant of the mother. And I pray for sacred union on planet Earth.